Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Dr. D's. We are back with another video. So today we are talking about my girl Myca. A lot of you guys may have fused her already, and a lot of you guys might not have fused her, and you're debating, is she even worth fusing? Well, I'm here to tell you, yes, she is worth it. She's very worth it. She is a big pumper, mainly for Guild Boss, but we got some other uses for her as well. Of course, right now it is single target, or excuse me, it's AoE arena, and she's not good for that, but she's good for anti-air arena. She's good for single target arena. I was actually playing around with her in single target arena, and let me just say, she was clapping some booty cheeks. Let me just say that. But her best use is hands down the Guild Boss. I mean, she is an absolute stud for Guild Boss, and I'm going to put her on full display. She's also good for Arbiter of Frost. I'll put her on display there as well. But let's get right into her kit. I mean, first off, look at her. She's got the wings. She got the little bird feet, you know, the little bird feet action. She got a little jiggle. Nah, but I like how she has the feather, and the feather, you know, it's got the whole cigarette thing happening, right? It kind of looks like she's smoking a cigarette, but it's a feather. I mean, pretty cool, right? Pretty cool aesthetics. I always compliment the aesthetics to this game, and you know, it's awesome. That's honestly what drew me in, right? But before we get into how I have her built, let's go over her skills. So I'm not going to take too deep of a dive into this. I'm just going to go over this quick and slick. Just know that everything revolves around these blazing plumes. Blazing plumes is the it factor. It has the it factor, and it makes her kit that much better. Deals 50% magic damage 3 times and inflicts burning for 5 seconds. Let's go. That's awesome. Just basically some DPS, right? We like it. And she triggers this every 4 basic attacks. So when we're looking at that, right when I seen it, I was like, okay, we got to make her attack speed high, and it gets even better. I'll tell you the reason why her attack speed needs to be high. When Blazing Plume hits an enemy inflicted with burning, there is a 50% chance to trigger conflagration. So with this talent alone, without even looking at the rest of her kit, the 2 things you take from it is we need high attack speed, and then the second thing we take out of it is the fact that we need a lot of heroes paired with her that inflict burning, mainly because this conflagration is litty committee. We want to proc this as many times as possible, and the only way we're going to proc it is if the target is burning. So we need to pair her with a bunch of burning heroes, and then it gets even better. Deals 300% magic damage. Each burning inflicted, okay, on the target increases conflagration's damage by 10% up to 70%. So let me read that one more time so you guys can fully understand. Each burning inflicted, okay? This is the reason why you need a lot of burning heroes paired with her if you want to get the full effect of her DPS, all right? It increases conflagration's damage by 10% up to 70%. My mind's blown, I'll tell you that much. That is an awesome ability right there. We're talking 70% damage increase. So the first thing when I seen this, I was like, all right, we got to pair her with a little arrogance, a little Zillatu, especially because Zillatu's in her faction. Then we also need to pair her with Anai. I actually just built Anai for this video. Where's she at? Where is she? I actually put her in decent gear. I know she's somewhere in here, right here. So I actually built a Nye just for this video, guys, just for this video, and she helps in Arbiter of Frost, right? I have not tried her in Arbiter of Frost yet, so we'll do that together, but she basically is the key to unlocking Micah's true potential. Let me just say, when I wasn't using a Nye, compared to when I was using a Nye for the Guild Boss alone, I did about 10 million more damage with the Nye in the lineup. That's how good she is paired with the Nye. Like, I'm telling you, her and a Nye are like, their synergy is so good together. So if you have a Nye and you have Myca, it's going to be a good day for you. But before we get into that, let's go over the rest of her kit right quick. So we got Blazing Plumage. When activated, ignores 50% of the enemy's defense. I like it already. I love it already. 50% of the enemy's defense. Let's go. That's lit. The number of basic attacks required for triggering Blazing Plume reduces by 2. So that means she's going to be proccing Blazing Plume double the amount of times. Let's go. That's awesome. Then this effect lasts for 30 seconds. That's a pretty long time for her ultimate to be going. We like it. I'm telling you right now, it's a nasty kit, guys. It is a nasty kit. So every time Blazing Plume is triggered, increases crit damage by 12%. This is where it gets a little nasty, guys. It increases the crit damage by 12%, stacking up to 5 times. Guess what that means? 60% crit damage increase. Hello, let's go. That's awesome. And what makes it even better is during the ultimate, the crit damage increase is doubled. I was like, hang on, wait a minute. Let me do my math right quick. Carry the 1. Oh my goodness, 120% crit damage increase. Are you kidding me? This is why her attack speed needs to be as high as you can get it. You want her to proc Blazing Plume as many times as possible, Then of course, after the ultimate ends, all stacks are removed, you know, respectfully, right? That's cool. Then we come over here. This gives her a little bit uniqueness in the kit. And right when I thought of that, I thought of Guild Boss, because you got to keep in mind each phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, each one, she gains a shield and you are trying to break the shield. Guess what that means? You put the big pumper Myca in and she's going to deal 42% increased damage to enemies with shield. If you are struggling on, like, let's say phase 3, it took me forever to defeat phase 3 on Nightmare 4. She honestly might be the solution. She might be the solution to all your guys' problems. If you get my girl Myca and you build her out correctly, and I'll show you how to do that. You build her out correctly, she will do 40%. It's actually 40% increased damage. I actually got it to level 2, so it's at 42%, but to enemies with shield. So, you know, that's lit. I honestly don't know how many more phases that this would actually be useful for. And when I say phases, I don't know why I said phases. That's my ADHD kicking in. I meant, like, you know, stages, right? I honestly don't know what other stages that this will be used for, but I'm sure that there's other uses for it as well. But the first thing that came to my mind was Guild Boss. And let's just say she is the clapper of cheeks, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we went over her kit already. That's a nasty kit. That's a nasty lineup. We like it. We come over here. Let's actually, I mean, we have her awakening tree. I'm just going to go through these quick. When attacking enemies with shield, increases attack speed by 150 for 5 seconds. Okay, that was my first time reading that. That is actually a very good A1, especially because we want her attack speed to be very high. So, you know, Guild Boss, that's going to be pretty cool. You know, that's a pretty good A1. So let's go over A3. Conflagration guarantees a crit hit. That's nice as well. Then right here, during the ultimate, the trigger chance of conflagration increases to 100%. Wow. Okay, her A3 to me is just okay. You know, it guarantees a crit hit. That's cool. But a lot of us will probably already have her crit rate to 100%. So, you know, that's an okay A3, but when you go down to A5, I mean, this is awesome. The fact that conflagration increases to 100% during her ultimate, let's go. I mean, a lot of us probably won't get her to A5 anytime soon, but, you know, it'd be nice to get her to A5. That's an awesome A5 ability. But let's go over how I have her built. Oh, one other thing that I wanted to add in. I don't like how she is part of the Infernal faction. I mean, that's fine. You want to make her part of the Infernal faction, that's fine. But when she's a marksman, how about we make her part of the Piercer Lord? That's the only thing that I don't like about her. You know, it would be awesome. Like, you know, we got my guy Hex right here. I've been wanting Hex for a long time. They never bless me with my guy right here. But he's part of the Infernal faction plus the Piercer Lord faction, which makes him a lot more viable for a lot more content because he has the capability of hopping on a Piercer Lord Lord skill, right? So I just really don't like how she's not part of the Piercer Lord faction. That's a big bummer to me. And the fact that I was actually going through this and I see that people rated her 4.7 for Gear Raid 3. I will show you why she should not be 4.7. I'll show you guys right after. But you know, the fact that she's 4.7 just because she's a marksman doesn't mean she's good for Gear Raid 3. We'll go over that right after, but let's go over her kit. So I have her built like this. We have her in the Soulbound Arcana set. Honestly, out of all the gears that I had, I tried her in so many different gears, guys. Infernal Roar, it's pretty solid for her, but I couldn't push out the same amount of damage as this Soulbound Arcana set. Then also her Ageless Wrath. Ageless Wrath was actually pretty solid for her as well, but this was hands down the best one. Then If you don't have any of those sets, the next one up for me anyway, because guys, I don't think you understand how many sets I tried her in. I was trying her in almost all the gear I own. So out of the gear I own, the next one up would have definitely been the Night Terror set. Night Terror actually was pretty solid for her, but she just wasn't up there with like Soulbound Arcana or even Infernal Roar or Ageless Wrath. You know, those three were definitely the top 3 sets. But out of the 3, this one actually did the most damage. So let's go over it real fast. We have her attack at 8,391. Of course, you want to focus on the attack. I think attack speed is very crucial for her. I mean, honestly, you might want to focus on attack speed more than crit damage. Of course, you want her crit rate to be at 100%. But you know, she does have crit damage buffs. If you can keep getting those blazing plumes out, you're going to get her a crit damage to go up to 120% during the ultimate. So I mean, of course you want crit damage to be on her, but I think you should prioritize attack speed over crit damage. That's just my personal thoughts on it. Again, it's mainly because of the blazing plumes and the fact that she gives herself a crit damage increase. But let's go over her sets. We have crit damage on the main stat. This one was actually a pretty beautiful set. I love how it had all the booty clapping stats inside. Let's go. We got attack, we got crit rate, we got attack bonus, and we got attack speed. Honestly, I'm a little limited on gear. I don't get good gear. Whenever I farm, like the other day, I did like 250 runs. I didn't get a single thing that I could use. The ones that I did get that were actually usable, I didn't get good rolls on them. So I just went ahead and got rid of them, right? But we come down here. We got this one, attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and then HP for a little bit of survivability, you know what I'm saying? And then we come down here, attack bonus, we got the attack, crit rate, attack speed, and HP bonus. We come over here, honestly, of course I'm going to do the whirlwind set because I wanted to get as much attack speed on my girl as possible. So, you know, crit rate, crit damage, attack speed, and then defense. Defense we don't really need, right? But it is what it is. They just threw that in there. Then we got attack bonus, crit rate, crit damage, defense bonus. Honestly, this set right here was a straight up bummer. It was a bummer. I mean, I like how the gold proc was at least on crit rate and not defense bonus, because then I probably would have just got rid of it. But the fact that there was only 1 gold and the rest were blue, we couldn't even get crit damage or attack bonus in the perp. You know, we want them in the perp, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. So read them and weep. This is how I have her built. I actually have the Spirit Siphon on her. Spirit Siphon's definitely hands down one of the best artifacts for her, mainly because she's single target booty clapper. Anytime you got single target booty clapper, you definitely want to use the Spirit Siphon. Spirit Siphon, you can't go wrong, right? So there is one thing to keep in mind. So Myca is a marksman. She's got that hex thing happening, right? Where she's a marksman, but she's actually magic type. Let's see, where's it at? Right here. So her damage type is magic. So you know, it's a little unique when it comes to a marksman. Unfortunately, again, she's not part of the Piercer Lord faction, which kind of blows. I honestly think that she would be very viable. Even though she is magic damage type, I think that she would be very viable and be a booty clapping machine for Gear Raid 3 if she was part of the Piercer Lord faction, but she's kind of unusable. So let's go over Gear Raid 3 right quick. I'm about to show you the reason why. So I'm just going to fight this. Okay, you guys will see that I have Cratch in here. I'm actually coming out with a video on Cratch. I'm working on it. I'm working on the kinks. I want to show you guys if Cratch is really as bad as they say, and I'm trying to see what uses I could come out with, but as of right now, it kind of seems like it's going in that direction where he is pretty bad, but it's just mainly his range. But we'll go over that another time because I will come out with the video on that, so you guys might want to stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and go into why she kind of sucks for Gear Raid 3. So this is the reason why. She is not part of the Pierce Lord faction. We lay her down. Guess what? She can't reach. She can't reach. She does not have the range. Okay, so we can't use her for the front, or excuse me, the middle front. We can't use her. And whenever we have a single target booty clapper, this is where we want her. We want her in this spot or this other spot. You know, one of those spots to hit the boss, hit these tentacle guys, right? But we can't use her for that, right? So we come over here. We can't use her for right here either because right when they come out, she don't have invisibility. She's just going to die. So she's not good for the right side either. But then this would honestly, I mean, you could lay her down right here because if you see right here, she at least has a little bit of range, right? She's got the one block. Basically, you're going to need to one-shot the mob coming through, and keep in mind, not only do you have the one guy, but you have the 4 back here. So it's not going to be a good day at the office if you use her right there, because there's definitely a lot better heroes for the right side. So where can we use her? Okay, well, one other thing. Right over here, when the mobs come out, she can't reach, so you can't use her right there either. And honestly, you want AoE on that side. You don't want single target. So then it comes down to this. Like, this was the only thing that I could find that we could use her for. And correct me if I'm wrong, but this right here, we lay her down right here. Guess what? She could clean up house, or you could even face her here. Let's do it like this. You could even face her like this right back here. And basically all she's doing is playing the cleanup crew. Whenever these guys come through, if you're not killing them on time, she could go ahead and clean up house. And you know, a cleanup crew getting a 4.7 rating, it's a little ridiculous to me, guys. You guys might want to change your ratings for gear rate theory when it comes to my girl Myca. Just because she is a marksman doesn't mean she's good for gear rate 3. She would be, again, if she was part of the Pierce Lord faction, but unfortunately she is not. So let's go ahead and get right into the guild boss. I'm going to show you guys how we do this. All right, guys, so we are going to be running her on Nightmare 3. All right, let's go. I'm getting a little giddy to show you guys this. Now, keep in mind, I have Pyros for his Lord skill. If you have the Twin Fiend, or if you have Soul Cadence, you're very lucky, because it's going to be a lot better. Not only do they inflict burning, where it's going to in turn help her damage, right? But on top of that, they also have better Lord skills than my man Pyro. So I'm a little handicapped on my damage, but you know, it's still very impressive the amount of damage that she can push out. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys, so also another thing that I forgot to mention was she is actually really good for Guild Boss 2. Unfortunately, I do not have a good second team. My second team is struggling a little bit, mainly because I used Hollow, and I also use Elowen for my first team. So since I don't have either of those two, it's not as good on my second team. So I'm not going to put her on display in that, but just know that she does do a good amount of damage for Guild Boss 2. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll change it to 2 time. Let's go ahead and lay Laurel down. Then we will play the waiting game. Okay, I still can't believe after all this time, I have never pulled Twin Fiend or Soul Cadence. Come on, Moonton, come on. Bless me with somebody, man. All right, let's go ahead and start popping all these. Then I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw Laurel, get the rage back quicker. Okay, pop that. And then hang on, let me change it back to 1 time. There we go, there we go. Got them all off, got them all off. Let's go, baby. See, Anai just has such good synergy. Look, most of those burnings are from Anai. Anai is the burning queen, which in turn helps my Micah get more damage from her conflagration, which is an awesome thing. Awesome thing. Okay, hang on. Not paying attention. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. We'll go ahead and drop her, withdraw. We'll go ahead and start popping their ultimates again. Let's go ahead and change it to 2 time. All right. Pop that. Okay. I'll change it back 2 time. All right. Basically just rinse and repeat strategy, right? Okay, withdraw. Okay. Sorry, I want to make sure I do this correctly. Also keep in mind Micah's her damage varies, mainly because conflagration is only procced 50% of the time. So what that does is it makes it to where sometimes she pushes out more damage than other times, but just keep in mind, it doesn't matter if it's on the lower side or the higher side, she's pushing out a good amount of damage for a booty clapping machine. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and change it back to 2-time, let them do the thing. Then now basically what we're going to do is go ahead and lay her down, withdraw, go ahead and pop that. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Oh, come on. Come on, pop it. Okay, there we go. Change it to 2-time. And we are good to go. I should have just set it to auto, but it's okay. All right, so we pushed out a good amount of damage with this squad. Let's see how much damage my girl did. Let's see how much damage the booty clapping queen did, all right? Bam! 58 million damage, guys. And this is on the mid-size. One of them I actually pushed out like 67 million, and then some of them I pushed out 53 million. So this is like right in between, right? But 58 million, very solid, especially being on a Pyros Lord skill. You know, imagine if you had the Twin Fiend or the Soul Cadence, right? Either one of those guys would definitely boost her damage. But honestly, her damage wasn't really going this high until I added a Nye to the lineup. I literally just geared out a Nye for this video. Also, we're going to put them on full display for the, let's see, which one is it? Arbiter of Frost. So I'm going to do that right now. All right, guys, so now we have the Immortal Codex. We're going to put her on full display for Arbiter of Frost. She's decent for it. She's good for it, I should say. Especially if you don't really have the right heroes, but she's not the best for it. Of course, there's better heroes, but at the same time, she's viable. She is, I think she's in the popular heroes. Yeah, she's right down here. Right down here at the bottom, you know, not bad. 980 rating. Let's go. But like I said, there is better heroes for this, of course. But let's go ahead and get right into this. Honestly, Arbiter of Frost, I have never watched any videos on it, so I could even be doing this wrong. This is just what I came up with. I just went ahead and threw it together, put it in there. I actually did not have a Nye before. I know that she's good for this stage, so I test her out, but I'm pushing out right around the same damage, so I must be doing something wrong. The one bad thing about a Nye is I only have her ultimate. I don't have it upgraded at all. You know, you get that ultimate upgraded, it would be pretty nice. Then this move as well, I don't have any of it upgraded, so that's unfortunate. Of course, she'd be pushing out a lot more damage if I had that, but it is what it is. This isn't a video on Arbiter of Frost. This is a video on my girl Myca, so let's go ahead and get right into it. I honestly do this the lazy way. I just let all their ultimates go, and we call it a night right after, right? So hopefully I can get B+ on this one. Let's see. All right, let's lay everyone down. Lay down Zillatu, lay down Elowin. We'll lay down Micah. We'll lay down Nassault. Let's go ahead and lay down my guy, Alistar. And then we're going to lay down a Nye. Change it to 2-time. We're going to go ahead and pop all their ultimates. Right when they come, baby. All right. So we're going, we got to monitor over here, make sure our Alistar and a Nye don't die. Got to keep them alive, right? Man, look at all those debuffs. Let's go. Nye's just such a beast for this stage. She really is. All right. Okay. Let me go ahead and drop this. Alistar's dying over there. Yeah, we're gonna kill it. All right, cool. Now we should get to the B range, but this next one I can never kill. I don't do enough damage. Got a good amount of debuffs on him though. All right, come on, pop it, pop it. Oh yeah, let's go. All right, come on, come on, Eloin, I need your. Okay, we'll wait. Boom, he hits that. Go ahead and heal him. Oh, then right after this, we're dead. Wonder if we keep him alive. Probably not, though. Yeah, no. All right, so that's right around the same amount that I did last time. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how good my girl Myca did, all right? Let's see. Let's take a look. Okay, 22 million. It's respectable, right? I know a Nye should be doing a lot more damage, but it is what it is, guys. I'm still working on a Nye right now because I literally just geared her out and leveled her up to max level yesterday, or last night, I should say, mainly for this video. So, you know, again, Myca, pretty solid for this. Pretty solid for this. Single target arena, anti-air arena, and Guild Boss is probably her best one. But I hope this helps one of you guys out there. That's all I got for tonight's video. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. You guys have a great rest of your night, and thank you for making it to the end.